$70, $80, $90 a fat lamb price up at the higher end of the market. $90. I think if you look at the paper the other day, prime lambs were going for somewhere at $91, $92. So if you get 3 lambs to one mother and you get them up to export trade weight, you may get 390s or 380s. So that's your income off one sheep, isn't it? 3/8 of 24, $240 off the meat production in 1 year off the lambs. Not too much out of the wool price. The people who live in Geraldine and Fairlie, the shearers, they can charge $1.20 a sheep to shear these sheep. So some of them shear 200. We'll know all about that today because they're starting shearing today, and we've got 5,000 merino ewes to shear from today on. $1.20, the shearer gets $360 wages for the day. If he shears 300 sheep, which is not bad wages, because a lot of people are struggling in lower income areas in New Zealand to take that home in the course of 1 week's wages. Then you get a shearer, you get it in 1 day. Which is a district and a town developing up in the North Island, well south of Auckland. And so on earlier days, some of the mail got misdirected between the Hamilton down this area and the Hamilton doctor's residence, a police station, banking, postal services, a couple of garages, hotels and things like that. Transport systems are based here from the trucking firm's point of view for work and all that. Yeah. And this is the end of Highway 79 here. We're turning right into Highway 8 to go west. So you're 1,000 feet above sea level here, 330 metres. We've gained a wee bit from Christchurch, which was at sea level this morning. So 330 metres above. We're inland by 60 kilometres, so if you went back behind us to the east, 35 miles away would be the coastline city of Timaru. So we go inland to the west on State Highway 8, which is referred to as the Inland Highway. In the early days, they used to have a railway line. It used to come from Timaru all the way up to here. And the old steam train which operated on it was known as the Fairlie Flyer. And it done great service for many years, hauling the precious freight and cargo up to Fairlie to the railhead. And they used to put stock on it, the sheep and cattle into the railway wagons, and point the old steam train 3 towns back behind us to the east. The Fairlie Flyer, as the locals call it, the old steam trains. We head towards the Two Thumb Range of mountains away up ahead of us. One of the prominent points up there is Mount Dobson ahead of us, which is a ski field in the winter. Not a big field, but I think the one chairlift up there on the Mount Dobson field, and the ridge and a wee bit of that cloud. It's not a big field, but Mount Dobson ski field. Many of them in the 1950s onwards for New Zealanders have built boats, sold the jet units to overseas nations who ordered them. And they're probably found in most countries in the world, somewhere along the line, Hamilton jet units. So he was knighted for his efforts in the engineering field, Sir William Hamilton. He had a lot to do with hydraulic systems. He built many hydraulic equipment for companies across New Zealand, and he sold them all from Christchurch. He had the time of his death in 1978. So that's why he's laid to rest in the little churchyard, the closest of the churchyards to his property. busy our resorts for visitors. Let's go around the village for you and point out a couple of little points before we go to the hotel for your lunch break. So that's the Glencoe Lodge building on our right there. I don't think there's anyone on here getting off at the youth hostel of YHA Mount Cook, but that's the building straight ahead of us, the youth hostel. And on the left as we curve around. It's very popular, it gets very crowded during the summer season with all the young ones coming here to stay here for 3 or 4 or 5 days. There is a wee primary school, folks, and that's the green building coming on the left here. It's about, I don't know, 10 or 12 primary children go to school. There is no high school on the mountains. The secondary school students would be sent away to the colleges in Christchurch, Timaru, Dunedin by their mums and dads. And there's a few of them who are in Christchurch, their mum and dads who live up on the other national parks. Well familiar with some of the children that leave here to go to boarding colleges. This is some of the native bush, which we look at here on the left. It's called beech forest. This is the natural bush which grows on our mountain rainforest areas in New Zealand, on the Alps. Those of you going to Christchurch, folks, this afternoon, please take your hand luggage out of the inside of this coach here at lunch break, because you will not be back on this coach. People going on to Queenstown, you can leave your hand luggage on this coach, because you're going on the same bus to Queenstown, so you don't need to take any hand luggage off if you don't want to. But it's people getting off at the Hermitage or going to Christchurch on the other coach need to take any bag or jacket out that you've got on this coach, because you won't be on this one. This is coach 1 to 8, and it goes to Queenstown. If it was clear, folks, Mount Cook, the high peak of New Zealand, would be straight up that valley. That's the Hawker Valley up there, and it's straight up ahead of us, where it would be. But there's low cloud in that valley, and the big high range on our right is Mount Wakefield Range. So that's where you're sort of going to see Mount Cook up there, if it was clear. So you'll have to get out of the coach and blow very, very strongly from your cheeks. Folks. Blow the clouds away. Blow the driver down. If you need to see more of Mount Cook, folks, I suggest after your lunch break, you can walk down the little track to this visitor centre on the right front, or be on our left as we come out. That's the National Park headquarters for visitors here. That's on the left there. There's a wee track from the hotel down. So the big hotel up here is called the Hermitage. It's the main hotel for overnighting of people. And 1 or 2 of you are staying up there, because I'll be taking your luggage off around the back of the hotel for you, which I've labelled Mount Cook this morning when I picked you up. So enjoy the rest of your journeys to Queenstown, folks, and I hope you enjoy your trip down there and your holiday. It's been a pleasure to be with you this morning. Mariko and myself we're leaving you here because we won't be in control of this coach anymore this afternoon. We're unloading some luggage, putting 1 or 2 other bags on from the Hermitage to go on to Queenstown. And where I stop here in front of the hotel is the end of the road, and it's exactly the same point where the coach will pick you up from. 20 past 2 for Queenstown, 2 o'clock for Christchurch. Okay, remember those times. There's a lovely track just out to our right, and the summer that which walks right out on the right there, the Hawker Valley track on our right. It's a very popular walk track, but it's snowy on there today, believe me. So the snow's all pretty fresh.
してきたもんね。
リブってきたやつ。